My father used to say that the world could be a very chaotic and confusing place, and sometimes it becomes hard to cut through the chaos. Well, I don't think anybody could cut through the chaos as effectively as Bob Marley. With his clear, simple, yet heart-filled messages of happiness, knowledge, redemption, love, and peace, Bob Marley touched the very soul of millions. Growing up in Trenchtown, Jamaica, Marley started playing music at a young age, but nobody knew the greatness that he was destined for. In 1963, Marley started his very own music group, the Wailers, and after a few failed attempts, in 1972, they recorded a studio album called Catch a Fire. In the next year, the Wailers released their second album, Burnin', which launched the Wailers onto the US music scene. Over the next few years, Marley's band changed members several times, but his message stayed the same. He often spoke out against the political turmoil that was tearing his country apart, as well as the hardships that were plaguing the world. In 1975, he released the single No Woman, No Cry, which swept across the United States as people were mesmerized by his soul-filled message of happiness regardless of the situation. And his next album, Rastaman Vibration, made its way to the Billboard Top 100 and stayed there for over 4 weeks. Bob Marley went on to release a total of 11 studio albums, one of which has sold over 25 million copies worldwide. But despite the fame, Marley always seemed to stay true to his roots. His works were all filled with his messages of love and peace, as well as nonconformity and rebellion. He held several charity events and peace concerts throughout his life. At one of these concerts, there was an attempt on his life. After receiving minor injuries, a recovering Marley performed as scheduled. When asked why he did it, he said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse aren't taking a day off. How can I?" He had so much dedication to his work and his fans and the struggle of his people. I think the words of the Jamaican Prime Minister Edward Sega sums it all up the best. His voice was an omnipresent cry in our electronic world. His sharp features, majestic looks, and prancing style, a vivid etching on the landscape of our minds. Bob Marley was never seen. He was an experience which left an indelible imprint with each encounter. Such a man cannot be erased from the mind. He is a part of the collective consciousness of the nation.